Imagine the scene, a dusty German artillery position in the year 1918. Through the sounds of war, something new is heard that will later change the course of artillery science. We are at the dawn of the era of ultra-long-range firing, a method of firing that defied the very nature of the atmosphere and the trajectory of the projectile. At a time in history when Allied air superiority pacified German aviation, German engineers turned their sights to the skies not for flight, but for artillery bombardment. Their target, Paris, out of reach of conventional guns, was almost magically covered by shelling thanks to an extraordinary innovation. It was a discovery made by accident. Firing at a high angle from an elevated position with a large caliber gun revealed a startling phenomenon. Shells sent into the stratosphere reached twice the distance due to the much lower air resistance at high altitude. The engineers of the time no doubt possessed the same basic physics that is available to us today. They knew that air resistance does not grow linearly, but according to a step law with respect to speed. The faster the projectile flies, the more it encounters air resistance. It was also clear that at altitudes where the air thins, these limitations become less important, and flight becomes as far and soft as flying through the void of space. The German super long-range cannon, the Colossal, was the embodiment of these principles. It was a huge achievement in engineering and gun design. Weighing an unimaginable 750 tons and 34 meters long, with a breech block 4/10 of centimeters thick, it could fire 120 kilogram shells at a distance of 115 kilometers. The cannon used 150 kilograms of gunpowder to create a pressure of 5,000 atmospheres and shot at an initial velocity of 2,000 meters per second. At an angle of 52 degrees, the projectile reached the stratosphere and reached its target in 3.5 minutes. This was an unprecedented example of using knowledge of the upper atmosphere for military purposes. This gun was, in fact, the ancestor of modern ultra-long-range artillery, the epitome of wartime audacity and innovative genius. And so, in those days of war, German engineers and artillerymen brought their daring project to life, ushering in a new era in artillery, an era where the range of fire becomes almost limitless and the horizon becomes the theater of mankind's greatest engineering achievements.